All right, collective, welcome, welcome. Our video, the one I did earlier, got cut off short. Somebody cut the live stream, so sorry you guys didn't get to see the very end of that. But anyways, I was in that video. I was talking about this book, It's called Natural Healing Handbook, Ancient Remedies. This book is so cool because it takes whatever the element like you have going on, and it gives you a recipe. Very, very simple. Anyways, I just thought I'd show you might be interested in this. It's a really good book. All right. Well, right now, a lot of people know what they've done to you, whether it's friends, family, exes, extended co-workers, ex-co-workers, business partners, whatever it is, neighbors, siblings, cousins, aunts, uncles. I mean, you guys know how your story goes. But these people are sitting right now being victims because they're exposed. This isn't going away. It's not going anywhere. It will all get resolved, whether these people like it or not. So they can continue to stalk us, steal our mail, all the same old BS. I had some strange things. Mike, it's funny how people tell on themselves. I had neighbors I was chatting with over the weekend outside, and I have this one neighbor, and she just is always in everyone's business. And she basically told me, she's been watching me, who comes and who goes, and when I'm home, when I'm not, what my schedule is, and I'm just sitting there looking at her like, what the hell? You lost your mind? You know? Okay, well, you just told on yourself. You're obviously another one that gets paid. Have fun. I've been having people drop things off by my front door that have little subliminal messages on them, and they think it's funny. That crazy cop that keeps coming around here, he's back on it again. He was gone for a while, but now he's back stalking me again, and then he stops like he's going to be scary and scare you. It's just, this is nuts what these people, the lengths that they're continuing to go to. When this is exposed, it's out in the open. We know who's done what. And now everybody that's caught wants to, like I said, be the victims. They want you to reach out to them. They want you to get into the karmic loop again with them because their narcissism is off the charts. So if they can loop you in to having some kind of conversation where they can try to make you believe that what you know to be true is not, they somehow believe in their demonic, delusional minds that that's going to make this go away. I was having a conversation with somebody about this the other day going, it's beyond me how these imbeciles keep playing their part in our stories where you were never written in. You were never a part of my family. You were never a part of my destiny. You were never even someone I've ever met, but man, you slimed your way in with my family or exes or friends to get a cut, right? Get on that payroll. Yeah. But you didn't think, did you, that your greed would get you in the end? And there's about 15 people that just dropped off because you're all under fake profiles. And the only reason you're on my channel is to see what I know. And there's a whole bunch more that just dropped off. But yet you guys are the victims, right? But you've created harm and danger for us and our families. But somehow you're the victim, huh? You didn't get put through hell for how many years? Your privacy invaded. All kinds of horrible, rotten things happening to you. But somehow you're the victim? Interesting. But we continue to go on with our lives and do what we're supposed to do. But you're the victim. And then you guys continue to keep the antics up, to keep playing the mind games, to keep going back to the good old drawing board and come up with a new attack plan or another way to get rid of us. It does not sound very good for you guys now, does it? And you keep wanting to pull the crazy card and say, we're crazy. But when you look at the crimes you've committed and everything you participated in, gang stalking, harassing, bullying a person, cyber stalking them, physical stalking them, stealing their identity, create, like I said, harm and danger, we're the crazy ones? Oh, okay. The only reason you people have gotten away with this is because of the officials that you're connected to, that you still truly believe are going to get away with all this. So, what do you think is going to happen when they go down? Do you think they're worried about you guys and your kids and, oh, some of my bad, you know? Oh no, they're going to make sure your ship goes down too. And as this continues to go on, you people still, like I said, keep doing the same stuff. Like you believe that if you could get somebody to react to your bullying, your harassing, your tormenting, if they did react to you in a harsh manner, that that's going to make your crimes go away. All of a sudden, the eraser, giant eraser comes up and goes, oh, you got him to freak out. You got him to act out. So guess what? You are now guilty of the crimes you committed against him. See? These are the low IQs that you guys are dealing with. So understand what this is, because now they're all in defense mode. They're all mad at you guys that have stuck up for yourselves. You won't let people manipulate you anymore. You won't allow people to harm and hurt you and your kids. You won't let them into your life. You've created great boundaries. So now you're the big jerk because you want men to screw you over some more or to maybe unalive you. It's like my family runs around, oh, we love her so much and her kids. We've tried to help. No, you haven't. You tell the truth. How many times have you tried to have me unalived? Why don't you tell about the life policies you've taken out that I've never seen, right? All the money you took was never yours to take. Properties, cars. Oh, let's talk about the credit card that's in my name that everybody uses, right? And get shopping sprees. Why I have to continue to work my ass off. Oh, yeah, let's, right? You guys think that everybody is so dumb but you. Think about your plans. Think about what you people created. Because you people don't know how to be anything but selfish and self entitled. You don't know how to be nice, kind individuals because nobody that's in their right mind will go along with a bunch of greedy imbeciles. But man, I know several people that did. And not one of you is ever getting back in my life again. You're just not. So you chose what was most important to you, and it was not a relationship with me. Just like I know there's many of you that feel the same exact way. And that's okay. You had a choice, and so do I. And how could we ever trust any of you people ever again? How could we ever trust you? And none of you guys can bring my dad back. How are you going to bring him back from the dead? Answer that one for me, Jerry, Nicholas. How are you going to bring him back from the dead? And you want me to talk to you? You want me to come around you and forgive you? But you had him taken out for money. Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense, right? But you want me to shut up. You don't want me to say anything. You just want me to sit back and take more torment, more torture, and more abuse from you people and let you continue to create lies. This whole prostitute thing, this drug dealer thing, this that I'm a traveling escort thing, this is such bullshit. And any of you that chose to believe it, you definitely, I don't want you in my life. It tells me how easily you people are bought and how easily you want to believe horrible, wrong things about someone because you're insecure, you're jealous, and you obviously have a personal problem. So keep it up. So let's dive in and see what else needs to come out for you guys. because this is not the time to give up. This is the time to keep going forward. This is your year, you guys, that you've struggled and been through so much. This is your time for a change. You deserve to have your life put back in order. You deserve to have your identity restored. You deserve to live in peace and not have to have your privacy invaded. You deserve to not have to be worried about when you go out and start your vehicle. Is it going to blow up? Are you going to have a flat tire? Is the brake line going to be cut? Nobody deserves to live that way. And you people thought it was funny creating fear because you want people to come crawling back to you after you hurt them and tried to destroy them. You expect us to crawl back to you for help. So you figured if you destroyed and dismantled our lives in every way possible, we would come crawling back. See, once again, how sick and twisted these minds are that create these plans? And it's always about money. It's never about it. It's never about love. Oh no, there's no love here. These people want you guys to contact them, tell you that they're sorry. They're not sorry. They were never sorry. A sorry person doesn't take 16 years to apologize to another person, or even a year. You people are just so worried about your precious reputations, which you never had one to begin with, because a person that has a good reputation would never want to do what you people did to others. The hacking, the stealing. But you guys sure have a lot to say, don't you? That's right. Behind your phones, behind your keyboards, hiding, making your fake profiles. But you're a true blue person, right? Behind your fake profile, right? The accounts that you guys set up that are fake and you steal out of our phones and then you try to catfish people as us. I happen to know someone's out there doing that to people right now as me. And I've told you guys 100 damn times, I don't reach out. Never have, never will. So if someone is talking to you and you bought into it, you're a fool. You're a fool. And I don't feel bad about it because I've warned you people. And if you've listened to the stories that we've all shared, many of us, then you know. I don't even do personal readings anymore for people because that just opens up a boatload of trouble because everybody wants to turn everybody that's in the spiritual community into something they're not. Your biggest problem is that I'm spiritual for my family. That's your biggest problem, that I'm a spiritual person and you don't like it. Well, there's a bunch of you that go to church and you're horrible people. But I don't tell you that you can't go to church or that you can't be, be a part of your religious group that you want to be a part of. No, that's your deal. It's none of my business. But y'all seem to think that my business is yours. It's not. So there's going to be a lot of people that want to apologize, and I wouldn't believe any of them. They want to pull you in because this is called cover my ass right now time. This is what these people are all about because, like I said, they don't care about you guys. They never did. What they're worried about is they're worried about going to jail. They're worried about what people are going to think when the real truth comes out. When everybody that was under this illusion pulls their heads out of their asses and they go, oh my God, they were telling the truth the whole time. They did do this. Yes, they did do that. That's what they're worried about. They're not worried about that they hurt you. They're not worried about what they did to you, what you went without, how hard you've had to work behind the scenes, how many times you've cried yourself to sleep. No, they're not worried about that at all. And they're not worried about your kids. They're just worried about what they're going to look like publicly. And they're so worried about what's going to be taken from them monetarily. Trust me, they're having sleepless nights over losing everything. But when you lost everything, they got together and they had great times laughing about it and making fun of you and calling you pathetic. Oh, but remember, that didn't matter because that's you. You're beneath all of them. They're above you guys, remember? Yeah. Especially with their integrity and dignity, right? Yeah. So, like I said, this is going down. It doesn't matter what these people think. It matters what the other side thinks. And it's very sad for so many of us that have had to live through literal hell because all we did is walk away because we weren't going to take what was being shoveled out to us anymore. And by us walking away, it was, oh, you walk away? Watch what we're going to do to you now. I came from a family. I call them the Punishers. That's what you don't do what we want. You don't dress like we want, talk like we want, get the job we want, drive the car we want. Then we're going to punish you. And how dare you ever leave this family? We throw people out of this family. You don't get to walk. We throw people out. Well, I will never be returning to that. I don't subscribe. I unsubscribed from my family and their bullshit. They never loved me, and they definitely didn't love my dad. All my mother and brother ever loved is what they could get out of people. So good luck with that. Let's start out and see what Metatron has to say, okay? As I said earlier in that reading, I was super excited because I've never had the Kipper deck. And for years and years, I'm like, oh, I'm going to get me the Kipper deck. And I just never out. Finally, I broke down and I got me the Kipper deck. So I'm excited because there's lots of good messages that come out in this deck. Very helpful for you guys. All right. Wata, emotional well-being. Funny that this card pops out, right? With everything that's going on. So there's a lot of you right now because the boundaries you put up, because how you've decided to ground yourself, your well-being has balanced out. And this is another thing these people can't stand because why? They've lied and they've said you're crazy, you're nuts. They had to protect everybody from you. Yeah. I remember the doctors that watched us on our channels and they decided that they could do a full evaluation without meeting you, right? People recording conversations with you and then letting those be sent to the psychologist or the counselor or whoever this doctor is that's crazy that goes ahead and just writes up powers of attorneys like it's toilet paper. But he makes a good chunk off every one that he does. But he's mentally well. Huh. Imagine that, right? He's about ready to shit himself. Archangel Sandophon is here. Okay? This is all about you being in the now with yourself, being in tune. Okay? This is living in the now, not the future, not the past. This is you living in the now. Okay? He's with you right now, working on you. There's a lot of you that really, if you're struggling at night, sleeping, get those videos up about frequency. That will help a lot, okay? There's a frequency for everything, too. A healing frequency that you can go to sleep with everything. Air. Fly free. You're a free spirit, okay? You're a beautiful, beautiful, free spirit. And this is another thing that they all hate about you. You're like, okay, you don't want to play nice with me? Then I'll go over here. I can play by myself if need be. I also know how to make friends. I don't have a problem making friends wherever I go. So if you guys don't want to play nice with me, then I'm going away. Bye-bye. That's what you did. Priorities. So this is coming out like this because this is your focus right now. This is your focus. Okay? But you have people working on you. Okay? So remember, clear yourselves out because this is about your building, your pyramid, and this is about all your different building blocks up this pyramid. And these people see you moving. So they're working really hard in the background, paying practitioners, doing their stupid family rituals, whatever it is these freaks do, right? Trying to stop your forward movement. Okay? By them doing this, they've stopped theirs. So they're never going to learn this lesson that every time they try to harm and hurt us, they're harming themselves. So just let them have at it. Just let them go to town because they're stopping their forward movement as well. Red, and this is the card of safety, strength, and power. Okay? So, remember me talking about danger earlier? Mm-hmm. Oh, I know that cop that comes around here in his SUV at late at night. If he could harm and hurt me, he would. I could feel it, his energy, how bad it was. I don't even know this person. But somehow this person's got a giant heart on for me because he's been paid and lied to. But he's a crooked cop. And he spends his time at night stalking people. He probably has a whole list and he gets paid. So he's doing this on the job too. So this is about them doing things to make you feel scared, okay? To make you feel fearful, okay? So this is what they're back up to doing again, okay? But you're protected, so. Mother Earth, grounding and support. Kundalini awakening. Okay, this came out in reverse this morning. So, thank goodness it didn't come out in reverse again. So, there's a bunch of you that have gone through this, okay? And this is your untapped energy. And when you go through this, I didn't like it. Some people like it. Anyways, you feel it all the way up to the neck. Your whole body goes through a transformation with this Kundalini energy, okay? It's you and chosen ones on the other side, not here, okay? People totally, the Kundalini awakening has been so grossly misused. People use it wrong in massage therapy. I've heard people using it in Reiki, like really. And then people do sexual rituals and they claim that they're untapping this in someone else. Really, they're just wanting to tap into your rear end. Okay, that's about it. There's a new dawn coming for you guys, okay? And there's endings. So, no matter what these people want to continue to do to you, the cycles are closed out because you chose to close them out. It doesn't matter what they want to keep restarting. It doesn't matter what they want to continue on doing. It's over for you. You stated it. You made it a universal law. You spoke it out. You may have wrote it out. You may have lit a candle. I don't know what you did. But you ended it on your end. They don't get to restart with you. And they can continue on, like I said, with the antics, and all it's going to do is end up worse for them when they're looking stupid in a courtroom and going, so you continued down this road, harassing, antagonizing, putting this person in danger, bullying them, stalking them, invading their privacy. And you're caught and you continue to keep doing it. For what reason? Can you imagine how dumb you're going to feel when you've never even met me? And you end up in the same courtroom and you got to look at me with the judge there and explain why you did this and you never even met me. Boy, are you going to look dumb. And then those of you that know me, I'm going to watch you choke on your tongues. Because I know something about all of you. You might want to remember that. And I've said this before. Those of you that jumped on this road to take me out and take me down, your closets are chucked full of way more skeletons. So you might want to start thinking about that. Because every time you try to do something to me, another skeleton is put in that closet. I don't do this crap to people that you people do. Yeah, in reverse, family. This is your family. They thought this was a great idea. Let's get everybody against this person because we're like children. We're in grade school. This is what kids do in grade school. They gang up on other kids, try to make them feel bad, hurt their feelings. But these are adults. You people should be beyond ashamed. I can't even believe you can sleep at night or look at your faces in the mirror, knowing what you did to me and my kids. Oh, but yet you sit around, right? And do family functions and act like you're a great person, a great parent. Now, what if it was you and your kids that everyone ganged up and did this to? How would you feel? All right, that never got taken into account, now did it? This whole family's going down. All of them, every one of them. Some of you, there's up to 49 different individuals that got involved. I don't know why 49, they're telling me, but 49, that's for some of you. Okay? And maybe somebody's 49. But there's a lot of people. Oh, I know, my family, this bullshit's been going on right before my dad died. So this has been a whole lifetime of BS on my family's end. And every one of you that chose to take one stinking penny, one thing, you will go down. And I know you're all sitting back going, no, we're not. There's nothing that's going to happen to us. Okay, well, we're going to see about that. Movement. They're stuck. This whole family doesn't get to move forward. They're stuck in what they've done to you guys. They're stuck. And the movement is going to speed up faster. And the more they do to you guys, I promise you, the more they do to you guys, the faster their karma is speeding up. That's how this is working now. Wow. This is about creation. This is about expansion in your life. It's in reverse. They're not doing anything anymore. Think of what they've done to you over all the years, how they've treated you. It's all now starting for them. So you people need to sit back and think about all the years you thought this was so funny. Think of all the things that you planned out, that you plotted out, you schemed out. Because every one of these things is going to start happening to all of you. Every one of them. And these cults and these covens that all are out of control, they're all bent out of shape, they're all pissed off because they can't escape what they've started. And they all got such big heads on them because they've been able to pull these things off through generations of generations. This time's it's over. It's over. And you fools that decided that that was the right side to be in on with the human traffickers and the sick and twisted organ traffickers and the pedophiles that you made deals with that you think no one knows, they're going to tell on you people so fast. And the minute you joined up and the minute you made business deals with these people, they made sure that when if this thing ever went down, it would lead back to you people. Doesn't matter how small you are in this picture. They don't care. They need people to, put it this way. They need people that are expendable. So there's many of you you were like, oh, yay, we get this monthly paycheck to harass this person that we've always hated, that we've always wanted to behind the scenes bully them. But you didn't realize that when you signed up with them, that they picked you because they knew you'd be easy. They knew you were greedy. They knew you were insecure and you were envious. So you were weak. That's why they picked you, because you're weak. That's the only reason they picked you. And they knew it would be easy to get rid of you. All the lies are coming out. They can't hide these anymore. What are you going to do, Expendables? That's what we're going to call this, the Expendables, right? I'm going to write that one down. Bottom of the deck, Tree of Life. Collective, every time they mess with anything here in your system, your chakras, your meridians, they try to affect you, one of theirs is going to go out. Every time. Higher realms and magic. This is you working with the white light, your own magic, the magic that lies within your body, your essence, your signature. And I'm so sick of hearing people say that you can destiny swap, you can soul swap, you can take someone's essence, you can suck out their aura. You guys are so full of yourselves. It's an illusion that you get sold. Just like the adrenochrome you freaks take. And any of you that your family sold you off for those reasons there to these twisted groups, they were sucking on all of their energy too. This is another thing that these families don't understand. So when you sell someone off to be a test dummy or to be a test rat or whatever funny thing or program that you entered them into, these people make sure they make it their business to find out everything about you and your family. You're not safe, none of you. Not one bit. Every one of you that got involved, you now have targets on your heads. Remember, you're the ones that stole everything. You're the ones that took everything from us. So you people have way more to lose than we do because you took everything from us. And so you believe they're not watching everything you do. You might want to get real there. And if you don't think that they're not trying to frame you guys to go down in the crimes, please. They sat and convinced you that the whole goal was to frame us and to make us go down for what they did. Actions there. There's actual conversations there. There's a trail leading back to all of you guys in your bullshit. Digital or paper, electronic, whatever. There's trails back to you guys and the deals. So you already got framed. Signs from spirit and love. Letting go. This is the other side. Someone's got a grandparent. Love birds. Maybe it was a cardinal, blue jay. Somebody had a grandparent that loved birds. Probably had a bird feeder, hummingbird. Maybe it was a hummingbird. But this person on the side is telling you to let them go because they're going to come back. They are going to beg and plead for you to forgive them and let them settle with you. Okay? That's up to you guys, what you choose to do with that. But the other side is telling you, let them go. They didn't care. Not one iota. Indigo child in reverse. Somebody tried to convince somebody that one of their children is very gifted, and they weren't. They weren't. So do you know what's going to happen to you guys now that you did this? You tried to sell someone to get yourselves out of trouble and to get the heat off of you. You tried to convince one of these groups that you know of an indigo child that they could energy harvest off of. And they found out you lied. So now they're coming after your child. That's how that shit works. Yeah. Oh, you're going to be super upset when you realize this deal, right? When your kid gets sick, when your kid starts getting in accidents, when your child starts having mental breakdowns, right? Bad things start happening to your kids. Oh, gee, weird when that table turns, right? Better stay away from my kids. Better stay away from mine. Anything that you try to do come toward my kids, it's considered coercion. Because you can't. You have guys have done nothing to help my kids, and all you did is sit around and talk crap on them. So you better stay away. Dimension and Gateway. They thought that they were going to use this child to get them through this. Okay? Because this is what they need to get through here. You guys went through this on the 5-5 portal, by the way. Those of you that are in your North Node, you went through this. Okay? These people needed this child to get them through here. Because they don't understand. You guys, no matter what, you're different time dimensions. Now, I've said this before. God, Jesus, Spirit, has a funny way of playing a joke on these karmics. They all think they're these giant spiritual gurus. They astro travel, they dream map, or whatever the hell all this crazy stuff they do. And they think that they find you. You've been so far gone for so long from any timeline they could ever think about getting on that you would match up with. Just like in the dream state. And just like in all the other situations that they think spiritually they have access to you on. It's your dummy running around that they're chasing. Now, how funny is that one? Is that not good? So, Spirit's got them running around chasing one of your dummies. They like to make clones. You don't think that they can make spiritual clones and fool these imbeciles? Oh, they do it all the time. Okay? So they got fooled. Okay? The cons got conned. The cons got conned. Okay? Someone lied and someone says they knew of a spiritual child that was very gifted here. And it's one of you guys in the collective. And whoever this child is, they're just not an indigo child, okay? It doesn't mean that they're whatever these people are looking for. It needs to be a rainbow child. It needs to be an indigo, okay? Could be, like I said, if you had a rainbow too. But anyways, they lied to get these people off their back. Because they keep telling them, we have this great person for you to sacrifice. We got another person in their family. We got another person that they're biologically connected to through the bloodline. Hold on, we'll get you another sacrifice. Okay? And then they lie. Well, these people found out they lied. And they went ahead and tried to do whatever the ritual was to get them through this. Like I said, this happened on the 5-5. Because that was an invitation open to those of you in your North Node. Okay, hold on. Can't see when the sun comes through here. That was your invitation, and they knew that that invitation was scheduled. Whoops, that felt bad. They knew that that invitation was scheduled, and that you were on track with your spiritual elevation. Okay, they knew, and they were trying to stop you. Okay? It didn't work. Okay? Someone's going to lose a child now. Yep. There will not be transformation for these people that were doing this. But you guys went through it. Okay? So, I don't know what to say for these people because, you know what? They're totally out of balance. Ooh, they're getting a wake-up call. Metatron is going to give them a wake-up call. All right, one last round through this deck, then we'll move on. But you guys have made a lot of progress. You need to be really happy with yourselves, okay? Do something nice for yourselves, you know? Look at this. Look at this. Authentic self. You know who you are. How great is that? You know who you are. Okay? Just like stealing people's intellectual content, stealing off their channels. You really feel good about yourself? You sit down at night with your kids and go, oh, guess what today? I drove over and I stalked so-and-so's house. I stole their mail. And then I went and I hacked their email. And then when they got on, I stole all their content. And remember, we stole their inheritance too. So let's all go out to dinner tonight and celebrate. Haha, isn't that so funny? That's how these people live their lives. But they believe that they're being authentic. They believe that people won't eventually see through this. They're fake. They're phony. Really raw. If people don't like that, those aren't your people. And look, bottom of the deck. I said the wake-up call was coming. There it is. There it is. Conquering your fears. Look at that. See? You are so protected and held in high, high honor in the celestial realms. You're very loved. You are not forgotten. Okay? And see, if they can't breed fear off of you, they've got nothing. If they can't scare you, they can't breed fear off of you, they can't put you in panic mode, stress mode, then they got nothing. But how sad and pathetic you are as an individual when that's what you want to do to another person. You really need to think about it. If you wake up every day trying to figure out how you can make someone's life miserable, make them feel scared and in fear, something is super wrong up here with you. Okay? These people need to live in a lot of shame and regret because they sure don't have any. Any group of family, they all sit around and they're gossiping and laughing and bad things happen to you, but yet they were behind it. Meanwhile, they're running around telling other people, oh, we don't know why they don't talk to us. We don't know why they won't have anything to do to us. They stole from us. We didn't steal from them. Really? Why am I renting? Why do I have to work 1 billion hours? How come I never go on vacation? How come I drive an old truck? Oh, that's right. Because I took from you guys. Oh, yeah, that makes a lot of sense now.